This is Chris Slade, drummer of AC/DC and many, many other artists. And we're on Rockum Radio. Hi, Gino.
Hi, Chris. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, same here.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
It's an honor to talk to you, honestly.
Not at all. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for the time.
Thanks for the time, too. Well, Chris, I have some question for you.
Of course. Shoot.
Right. How do you think Timescape reflect your vast experience in music throughout the years from your beginning to now?
It's a very good analogy of my career.
Okay.
It's got a lot of people that the music that I've played, like AC/DC and Asia, and just go alphabetically, and things like that, and there's also some original stuff, which I'm very pleased about, actually. And I hope to do more in the future, if I do have a future.
Of course, you lose very well.
It's a really good analogy of the way I have worked, because there, as you know, it's 2 CDs, and the one side is original songs, and the other side is covers of stuff we've been recording over the last 10, 12 years. We've been together 12 years now, Timeline.
How do you choose which covers to include on an album like this?
It's what we had recorded and mixed and finished, or what we could do in the time frame that we had, which was a few months to get it all collated. As I was just saying, we've been recording for 10, 12 years, but always covers. And the last couple of years, before the album came out, it was originals we were doing. So I would get the guys together when we could. We always get together for gigs, but the guys have, they work, some are music teachers. And, it's a matter of getting the guys together when they're ready or when they're able to.
Yeah.
So we did a gig just a few weeks ago. It wasn't that long, 10 days ago, I think.
10 days ago.
We've always been working through the whole time, all over Europe, everywhere.
Wow.
Prague and Poland and Italy, and all points between. So we've never stopped working, and we've been together that long, 12 years. Of course, we hate each other, but we managed to get together for gigs. No, we're quite good friends, actually.
Yes.
And so I'm very pleased with the way the album turned out. And the ones I used were the ones that were ready to be used. And we did it. We played them all live, but we played them through a desk, so that we could a recording desk.
Okay.
So that we could then sort of at least mess around with the mix. So some are better than others, but I'm pleased with all of them. I was very surprised that we could get the excitement that we generate on stage onto record.
Okay.
Because when I was with Manfred Mann's Earth Band in the 1970s, we couldn't get that excitement we generated on stage onto tape. So it was a studio excitement. It wasn't a live stage excitement with Earth Band. And with this band, it was live stage excitement, which I'm very pleased
Wow.
to say. So that's why I'm really pleased about this. There's a lot more in the can, as they say, and which will lead to another album
Wow.
quite soon. Because I'm a bit late getting places.
You know, I like the song "Back with the Vengeance." The song "Back with the Vengeance" is really.
Yeah.
I think that has a strong impact. That song. And what was the inspiration behind this track?
I don't know. I don't know where any of the inspiration came from, to be honest, for any of the songs.
Years.
They just came. And there are diverse ideas, I know, but that's my brain. I have a diverse brain.
There's people that call that talent.
Oh,
Natural.
some people do, yeah. Ask the trolls; they'd tell you what it is. They wouldn't call it that, but there you go. I suppose it was, and it was surprising to me actually that I could do it, that I could actually write and get ideas. I've always done production ideas from the 1970s onwards with Earth Band. I've always had production ideas, and I've always had lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
They're hard work, but they do come if you work at it, and it is work.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like the moon in June is moony on the plain. No, it's not like that at all. It takes a lot of work, as anybody who writes songs will tell you. So I was very pleased the way it came together.
That's fantastic.
I just hope people like it and buy it. And, my favorite on there is Time Flies.
Time Flies. All right.
And End of Eternity, which is the last tracks on the album.
Mm.
I think it shows the band off, the production ideas.
Mm-hmm.
I won't talk about them because I'd like things to be a surprise when people hear them first. So I like to surprise people with arrangements.
Okay.
And the first time people hear that, if they get to like the first minute or minute and a half, I think they'll be surprised.
Wow.
So, that's my aim anyway.
Well, it's amazing. After more than 50 years in music, you continue create.
Yeah, more than 60 actually.
More than 60. My God, you have.
Yeah, I started in '63 with Tom Jones.
With Tom Jones, I have some albums on Tom Jones there. You play in the 60s.
Yes, through the 60s. But even then, not all the tracks.
No.
I did an album though called 13 Smash Hits for Tom Jones. 13 Smash Hits, and on bass is John Paul Jones.
With John Paul Jones. Okay.
And he was the best bass player in Britain at the time. And he was also a session man. And Jimmy Page played on It's Not Unusual.
Wow. But you play with giants, Chris.
Yeah, I've been very lucky. I've played with amazing people like David Gilmour, Jimmy Page,
AC/DC,
Paul Rodgers, Manfred Mann, Tom Jones.
What has been the most memorable experience for you, and why? After playing with all these talent musicians.
Well, it's very difficult. It's probably impossible, actually, to single out one single incident, because I'm happy and surprised that I'm still going, as you just said, still playing, still loving it, still love driving. We drive everywhere. We fly hardly ever. We drive in a van with the equipment in the old-fashioned way, and I love it. It's not even a bus; it's a van.
Wow. Wow. And with all these legends you play, how do you see the evolution of the music industry from that days to now?
Whoa, that's a long question, but I've seen the evolution of pop music, rock music, from beginning. I hope not to end, yet, because people keep saying rock is dead. Rock is not dead.
Ah,
That's rubbish.
right.
There's been such a hoo-ha about Taylor Swift's tour, all over the world. There's been tons of publicity about her because she's a nice looking lady, and she's talented. But AC/DC on this last tour did 3 times the business that she did.
Wow. 3 times.
So, what is all the publicity about? And they don't even reckon AC/DC is worth talking about, because they think, oh, it's a usual 3-chord trick, It's nothing like that. It just shows that people just don't understand how complex that AC/DC music can be.
Yes.
Their genius is that they make it sound like a simple 3-chord trick. But it's not at all.
Yeah.
Like Back in Black has 18 chords in it. And the press put it down as it's usual stuff.
Yes, I prefer 1,000 times this concert than a Taylor Swift concert. This concert is masterpiece.
Thank you. I'm very proud of that.
You're here.
Yeah, I'm very proud. I am very proud of being on that. And here's Timescape.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful cover art.
Yeah, I like it very much. I don't have anything to do with that. That came from the record company. But the artwork, I mean. But the genius of AC/DC is that they make everything sound simple. And it's not simple, because I've been with really good musicians. When I lived in California, I was involved in a couple of bands that did a lot of but only AC/DC.
Mm-hmm.
And some people were involved that didn't know AC/DC, but they were very, very good musicians, American musicians. And a few of them, more than one, came back to me and said, they were trying to learn the songs, I've got a new respect for AC/DC. I thought it was simple, and it's not.
No.
And I've heard that more than twice.
Yes, your performance here is amazing. It's amazing.
Thank you.
It's thunderstrucking. Are you ready? Your performance is absolutely wonderful.
Thanks. Yes, I'm proud of that too. Of course.
Amazing. Oh my God. I listened this morning talks, this album like millions times. Millions.
Yeah.
Millions.
And the genius again of AC/DC is They are pop songs played heavy.
I like it. Pop song plays heavy. And Chris, with all your experience for drummers starting their careers right now, what advice would you give them in terms of technique and persistences in the music industry?
Practice. That's all there is. Practice. There's no shortcut. There's no you have to be yourself. You have to well, that goes back to a song on Timescape, which is believe in yourself. Live in the dream. You can't live the dream, whatever it is, unless you have self-belief. That's so important, because there's so many people. There's millions of people who will say, you're crap, man. At whatever you do, you're a crap DJ. You're a crap carpenter. Mm-hmm. You're a crap accountant. You got to believe in yourself and say, I believe that I'm good enough to be an accountant or be a drummer. And that is a huge lesson, to believe in yourself, because the trolls will tell you, you're too fat, you're too thin, you're too young, you're too old.
Yes.
They're very good at doing that, the trolls. And they have no consequence for it, because there's nobody policing them and telling them what you think of them.
Exactly.
So, and this world is full of that. So you got to believe in yourself first, but you must practice to get yourself as good as you possibly can be. I played every day for years when I was in school. And I used to come home from school and play for 2 or 3 hours before my parents came home from their work. And that was every day for years before I got on my first job, where I was in the youth club and things like that, and bands in school and all sorts of bands. I was the only drummer in school with 1,000 boys.
Wow, the only drumming on the school with 1,000 boys.
I was the only one. So I played in every band that they had, classical. I had to read music. I can't read music. I still can't read music. I can make my way around bars and things. I do that too, but it wasn't my aim to read music. So when I saw a bar that was full, I used to play faster and play more. And they were quite happy with that, the music teacher. He wanted to teach me music because I think he saw my potential. Well, in fact, he said that. But I didn't want to know about reading music. I wish I had, actually. But I also glad in a way that I didn't. It freed me up.
I have a crazy question for you, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. If your drum kit could talk, what do you think it will say to you after all these years of touring?
When are you going to retire? Because we want to retire. And I'll never retire.
That's
and my drum kit is the Rock or Bust drum kit.
Okay.
The one I use in Europe. I have another kit in the States in storage. But I use the Rock or Bust drum kit, and they're wonderful. DW, Drum Workshop drums, and they're the best drums ever made, to be honest. And that's not just in my opinion. The way the precision that goes into it is amazing. They're handmade drums. They have a production line, of course, but they are made by hand. And John Good, the CEO,
Mhm.
tests every shell that comes out of the DW workshop.
Okay.
He tests it, he looks at it and he tests it, and he does it with a tuning fork, and he thinks, oh, that's a C. And he writes on the shell every drum kit from DW.
W.
If you look inside, if you take the head off and look inside, it's got a C or a D or a C sharp on it. And that is the natural tuning for that drum, for that shell. This is true. I'm not making it up. Absolutely true. Now, I don't know any drum company, any other drum company that does that.
Wow.
And it's absolutely true. You can check with them if you want, with Drum Workshop, and they'll tell you the same.
Thanks for sharing that, huh? Chris, after such an impressive career, is there any personal dream or goal you still haven't achieved that you like to fulfill?
No.
Wow.
I would like Timeline to be more successful than it is, and that's the only thing I would go for. There's nothing at my age that I want or need.
Okay.
The only thing I want is for Timeline to be more successful than it is. That'll entail a lot of work. If that happens right now with this album, that means a lot more work. I don't mind that. I love playing drums. It's obvious. I play them now. We work, as I said, all over Europe, Portugal, Spain, Italy. So, I mean, it's, I just love being on the road and love meeting people, and I love talking to them.
What's the secret behind your endless energy when performing live, Chris? It's a long tour.
There's no secret. You either love it or you don't love it. A lot of people don't like it. They don't like being sweaty, and you have to wear your clothes for a couple of days or something. People don't like that. I don't mind it. We don't mind it, the band. And anybody who's on the road, any band will tell you the same thing. You develop a great camaraderie, and it's a pleasure, and it really is a privilege to play in front of people.
Yes, yes.
And I hope they get how good this band is.
Yes, and let me tell you, in my opinion, you have a blessing career. You had a blessing in your life because you did an amazing career, in my opinion. It's amazing, and congratulations for that.
Well, thank you. I'm very proud of that. There's no self-modesty here. I'm proud of you either, some people don't like the way I play drums. Well, I'm sorry, but you'll have to blame my brother because he taught me to play. So it's not my fault, it's my brother Danny's fault.
Brother Danny's. All right. Please, any last words in this interview?
No, I'd love to play Canada. Because it's easier to get visas for Canada than it is for America. America is almost impossible to get a visa at the time you want it.
Really? You know that?
I'm okay because I have a green card.
Okay.
But the band doesn't have green cards, so we need visas.
Immigration.
And there's a lot of problems trying to get that.
The work permit, no? To play.
A work permit, yes. They're hard to get. It doesn't matter about the money. It's getting them is the difficult thing.
They should change that for the musicians.
They should, and for all creative people.
Exactly.
Dancers, artists, ballet dancers,
They-
anybody.
Yes.
They asked the Prime Minister of Britain once, Boris Johnson, he said, and a journalist said to him, what about a free visa for people to travel, creative people to travel around the world?
Yes.
And he said, don't be so ridiculous.
There should be a special path. You know what I mean? A special channel for that.
Yeah.
People.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes, I'm not telling that you can travel into a country like this without anything. No, but a special channel for the creative people. So you want to see a fast path, a fast track. So
yeah,
in 1 week, for example.
I agree.
7 days.
I agree.
Because
I agree. But try telling governments that they have no idea.
Bureaucracy. Bureaucracy.
Yes. Yes.
That's all.
Absolutely, it is.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you very much for this interview, Chris.
You're very welcome. I've enjoyed it. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm honored, really. Seriously. Thanks very much. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.